Hey guys, it's me, LD. Today is April 23rd, and I'm coming to you with a new type of content for myself. I've not tried this before, so hopefully it goes well. Basically what I'm going to do is just actually play a game and commentate at the same time. So there may be periods where I'm not really talking that much. There may be periods where I'm explaining myself and then I end up dying. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'm able to give you some decent games, but we'll see who I'm playing. I am doing random draft. And this is a random solo queue matchmaking game, so I have the last pick on my team, unfortunately. Now it means my hero selection will be fairly limited. That's probably not going to stop me from picking a hero that doesn't fit into my team's lineup, but we'll see how it goes. So far, team has picked up a lot of heroes that want to farm. Not very many good team heroes, to be honest. I think I'm going to go with Queen of Pain, because it looks like we're going to have at least one jungler. Probably going to be ending up soloing a lane. I'm guessing we'll see Ursa and Shadow Priest lane together. I could have gone with Windrunner. I kind of just felt like playing Queen of Pain. This may come back to bite me in the ass, but we will see. Most likely I'll be stuck in the hard lane against a sniper, and that is not a fun lane for Queen of Pain. Just because sniper has a really good attack animation. Headshot is very annoying to lane against. And of course his attack range is quite good. So I'm trying to figure out what to buy. Normally I like to rush a bottle, but if I'm going to be on the side lane, which I'm not sure if I am, I'm just going to head towards mid and see what happens.
Feel this.
Ah, this guy wants mid. Okay, I guess I'm going top. Well, I am going to have to buy wards for myself. This way you can block the pole camp, which will mean you at least get some experience.
Oh, yes.
So, I'm going to take blanket level 1. There's really no reason not to when you're in the long lane. You always want to play very defensively. If we had like an offensive jungler or someone who could be aggressive and help me get some kills, then I would, you know, maybe hold a skill point, maybe go for Shadow Strike at level 1. But I know I'm going to be solo here. Most likely the sniper is going to have a babysitter. They don't have a jungler, so I doubt I'm going to see a solo. And that means I'm definitely not going to be getting a kill early on. So, as a result, take Blink just to be safe. So I'm scouting out their woods right now. I'm going to be looking to ward up this camp. Of course, Shadow Shaman just saw me, so this might become difficult. But I'm certainly going to try.
The battle begins.
Now, you want to put this ward down after the 0-minute mark. It's not really the best spot to put it in. I think you can put it like somewhere over there, and it will actually block the camp while being a little more well hidden. I just put it there because I know it blocks the camp, and I actually haven't tested exactly where you can place wards to block that camp recently. I know for the Radiant side, you can actually block the camp right around here, and you can put it inside of the trees. I know that for a fact. So that's a really good spot on the Radiant side. I don't know if the Dire side is a similar spot. I think you can put it over in the trees there. So anyway, I'm up top. I'm up against Shadow Shaman and Sniper. This is a pretty awful lane. If I get any creeps, that's going to be very lucky for me. But not expecting too much. So whenever you're in the solo hard lane position, you want to try and just get experience. That's really your main goal. You also want to deny creeps as much as possible. And the reason for that is it gets you the experience because it pushes the lane towards your tower, which makes it safer for you, and you could see Sniper's animation is very good, so it's gonna be a tough lane for me, but you know, hopefully my team can make up for it elsewhere, as I am getting the shit harassed out of me.
A royal path.
Yeah, almost died there. That was kind of bad positioning by me. Normally, if the support is harassing, you can duke it out with them, but Shadow Shaman is really good base damage, and Sniper is pretty annoying as well.
Pain tolerance increases.
I was kind of lucky he didn't get more headshots, or I might have died there, so you want to be more careful than what I'm demonstrating. But that being said, I didn't die, so it's not the end of the world. I'm going to get a shitload of experience here. It does become pretty hard to last hit on your tower from time to time, but I'm going to do the best that I can. With these range creeps, you always want to hit them once, and then the second attack comes after 2 tower shots to go for the kill. So that's actually a ton of EXP for me. I'm leveling pretty well. Overall, I would say the lane is going well. I didn't die. One of my teammates fed, which is not good. They really shouldn't be dying, but, you know. Either way, not the end of the world. Now, Sniper doesn't want to trade hits when the Shadow Strike is on. It really hurts. Actually, I might be able to kill him. I'm guessing Shadow Shaman is nearby. So this is why I'm getting the 2 points of Shadow Strike early on. It's really powerful. You can see how much damage it's doing. Even though normally you don't want to trade right clicks with Sniper, I can get away with it because I have the Shadow Strike at level 2. I believe he did pull the camp over here,
Your queen.
so I may have to ward this camp as well. No, he did not. I'm not sure what he's up to.
Quickly now.
Trying to Shadow Strike.
I'm under attack.
You can see him forcing the Sniper to come help his support. This is pretty good for me. I could actually turn around and kill this guy as soon as I get my bottle.
Yes.
The reason it's good is Sniper's not farming when he's doing that, so even if you're just trading hits, if you force the carry to come support his support, then that's not what he wants to be doing. So, pretty happy with how this lane is going so far. Hopefully middle will do well. Storm versus Zeus is not an easy lane for Storm, but it's not horrible either.
Yes.
So whenever they're both here, especially the big creep wave like this, you don't want to be aggressive. You kind of want to wait until they split up. Maybe the Rasta goes to pull, or the Shadow Shaman rather.
Oh, yes.
Again, not the best last hitting by me, but I have to be very careful. Because with such a big creep wave, as well as having the 2 heroes, they can hit quite hard.
Here, here.
In that case, I actually just couldn't see the health bar, so I'm not sure how I'm supposed to last hit that one, except guessing. But, I mean, again, this is going to be a difficult lane. I'm actually going to send myself a healing salve. And you can see Sniper hits extremely hard, especially when he gets double headshot in a row. This is sort of the point where you might wish you had maxed Scream of Pain. Just because I could be getting more last hits and using my mana. I don't really feel safe even walking up to use Shadow Strike to harass right now. I mean, as long as they're keeping 2 right at the creep wave, there's really nothing I can do.
Forward. Oh, yes.
So this is the trade-off, though. Like, in theory, my team should not be losing all the other lanes. They should at least be doing decently in the short lane. Kind of a late missing call there.
Damn it, man. Damn.
You can hear from their bitching. I don't think things are going too well for them.
As I will.
And they really should be doing a lot better than they are.
Here,
so.
here.
I don't know. Yeah, it's sort of out of your control. One thing that you have to keep in mind if you are on the suicide lane is you generally have a less ability to impact the game than anyone else. Because you're not going to be able to really last hit effectively. You're probably going to have a hard lane combo. So your job is really just to limit the damage. Like, this is a lane your team is not supposed to win generally. Unless they make some big mistakes.
The pain.
Shadow Shaman is missing now, so I'm going to get a little more aggressive with Sniper. And you're actually going to see he has to run away.
Your queen moves.
And for some reason, I'm sending a courier into a creep. That was a misclick.
Quickly now. Pain builds character.
Yeah, I would harass the Sniper, but
No
kind of hard to do that when he's not here. Alright, I'm actually going to go try and help Storm.
A path.
I only have level 1 Blade, so this is...
Forward.
And that was really bad for me. No Shallow Grave, no heal. He probably should have gotten at least one of those off. I'm not sure if he's outraged, but... Yeah, I mean, that can happen. You know, I wanted to go help my mid because it looked like he was going to die, and then he just sort of ran away. So, not the best coordination. This guy's getting juked really hard. I should have blinked out a little bit sooner as well.
Swiftly.
I think this guy's well, at least I got a little experience there. Sniper's level 6. He's starting to get to the point where you can't really just lane against him, especially with double Wraithband. He hits really hard, so while Shadow Strike is nice and allows me to outlane him early, at this point now he's going to have the upper hand. So I'm just, again, just trying to get levels, trying to
For
get
the
EXP,
royal coffers.
or trying to get farm, trying to deny whatever farm I
yes.
can to him.
It's not time yet. Forward.
I didn't actually mean to blink there. That's kind of dangerous, but they do have 3 minutes, so it's okay. But you can see why it was dangerous as Shadow Shaman is down here.
Here, here. Attack. Oh, yes. Forward.
So that was a nice bait by him.
Findings.
Pretty well played overall.
A path to pain.
I actually think we can kill this guy too. Yeah, Shadow Strike is just so good, even going level 2. You can see how much damage it was doing there, and that was really nice for me. I'm probably going to go for Bloodstone this game. So you might be wondering, I did delay the ult until level 8. I've seen Sing Sing do this build, so I'm kind of trying it out. Basically, the idea with the build is that you harass. I mean, there are other people who do it. It's not like he invented it, but the basic idea is that you just harass them really hard with the level 2 Shadow Strike, and then because you have Shadow Strike as well as Scream of Pain, you're not really going to have the mana to support your ult. And Scream of Pain does as much damage as the ult at level 1. Well, pretty much, just as much. So you save the ult until level 8. This way you have level 2 Shadow Strike, and that's really the sweet spot where the cooldown is low enough that you can use it twice in a fight, and you still do a lot of damage. You're going to be going for Arcane Boots.
Not yet.
Going to be porting back top, and you can see Sniper actually is kind of little, like normally if he saw me TPN, at least the way I would play the Sniper is super aggressively. As soon as I see someone TPN, I'd start right-clicking them, and actually, right as I TPN, there's people ganking. That's unfortunate. You're probably going to see they are pulling now, so this is where Shadow Shaman tries to get some levels.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so Shadow Shaman is a very level and farm-dependent support, that's why you see him pulling. But I warded the camp again. I mean, normally I don't like doing that. I think it's better to... It's not really worth warding it at this stage of the game, because people won't be laning as much. But if they're going to keep on pulling, I'm going to ward it, especially since I still want to get a couple more levels.
Here, here. Oh, yes.
I see you.
I'm under attack. Was it really that bad?
Nice gank by Storm. Not really too much to say. I mean, basically I just wanted to try and bait the net so that he wouldn't have it available for Storm.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's why I also trying to stay away from the Sniper, so that the Sniper can't come in and right-click me down too much. I have a TP, so if there's any sort of big tower dive, I can use it to come help. But, like, I don't think my team beats me here. They do have we do have a Lycan, so at some point we should be getting a Roshan. Pretty soon, actually. He's got a Medallion, which
share my pain.
Means he should be able to get it. I could actually go bottom now, and I think I'm going to do that. No, see, top is pushing. So before you port out of a lane, generally, you want to make sure that you're not going to be giving up a tower, especially in a lane like this. This tends to be the side lane that gets pushed the hardest. As we do see me maybe dying. Nope. That's pretty close, though. So now I'm going to go back and max blink.
The pain.
Going to be getting Arcane Boots because Queen of Pain is very mana dependent. And I'll be turning it into a Bloodstone down the road. Now, this probably isn't the best build for this game because you really want to get Bloodstone quickly, and being in the suicide lane, I'm not going to be having any quick farm, but I'm going to do it anyway. I just want to see how it goes. And it's fun if you have a lot of mana. It's best on... I mean, I like it more in Storm Spirit than Queen of Pain, but it's not bad on this guy either.
This hurt?
Or this gal, I should say. I'm going to port back to base and heal up.
Here, here.
So for anyone who doesn't know, the Arcane Boots can be disassembled, so you can use them to form the Bloodstone without wasting any of your money. At this point in the game, you're playing a ganker like Queen of Pain. You sort of want to assess if A, there are any easy kills, and B, if your team needs your help. Like, my team's doing decently, although that's not very good.
Oh,
He was really fast on the shallow grave. I should probably be in this fight, but I used my TP to go back to base. So. And I can kill this sniper, hit the ultimate, and then he should be dead.
more.
So Sniper's just too squishy. I mean, he didn't have the best start for being in the safe lane, but, you know, whenever you see him isolate like that, I know their whole team's bottom. That's the perfect time to go in and be aggressive. And so this is why you don't normally ward the pole camp. I just did it because I didn't know if they were going to be ganking a lot, but it's not really doing anything right now. Yeah, there's no creeps there, but there's also nobody there to farm them. That's normally why you only see one pole ward. So the idea with Queen of Pain to farm is you can last hit, but especially if you want to push the tower, which I do right now, you get all the creeps low, and then you use your Spear of Pain to clean them up. Sniper just harassing me, man, that kind of hurts. I'm gonna go maybe look to set up some kills on these guys.
Quickly now.
This is a dangerous fight because Lich is chained for us. And apparently that's warded, so maybe we'll go mid instead.
Oh, yes.
This dude's better be running right now. I think he's dead. Storm? Pull? No, no pull.
A royal path.
So, I guess I'm gonna head back to top because I don't think anything's happening.
Your queen.
As I say that, there will be a huge team fight. But, you know, if Sniper's up there, you don't want to leave him alone free farming anyway, so I think it's a fine trade.
Swiftly.
Uh-oh. Shallow Grave? He is really fast on that. But he's dead.
Oh, yes. Oh,
So if there is a big push mid, and if it's just not like some gank where my team's in disadvantage, then I'll TP in, but for now I'm just gonna farm.
As I will. Forward.
For anyone who's wondering, I did replace I have a mechanical keyboard, but people have been really complaining about the volume of the key pressing, so I haven't been using it. So let me know if this one is appropriately quiet. I kind of hate it, honestly. Mechanical is super fun to type on, but hey, if it makes it more enjoyable for people to watch, that's really all that matters. I'm gonna get my point booster now. It's definitely the most cost-efficient part of Bloodstone. I mean, the Arcane Boot's pretty good as well for the regen. But you can see my health went way up, and of course I get more mana. At this point, I should have enough for my combo. This is something you really want to keep an eye on when you're playing Queen of Pain. You always want to be managing your mana, and just making sure you have enough to drop your ultimate. Oh, as we do see a wild Pudge appears. And I might be in some trouble here.
Forward.
I'm gonna be able to blink out just in time.
Your queen.
So I went down the river because I didn't. If I had tried to go straight back to the tower, I would have been in range for him to hook me. So he kind of drove me away from it. So I had to take the next best option.
Share my pain. It's not time yet.
You probably shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, and this is not necessarily recommended. Like, you don't want to spam your nuke too much, because now you can see I don't really have a whole lot of mana.
Oh, yes.
I can get my ult off and a scream, but I'm not going to have enough for multiple blinks and multiple screams, so...
Here.
There's a bot lane begging to be pushed by a wolf. I wouldn't disagree with that, actually.
A royal path.
If they're pushing one of your lanes and you don't want to defend it, or you don't feel it's safe to, the best thing you do is push the other lanes and try and make them trade. Like, we should already be getting that tower bottom. It looks like we are. You can see Sniper's very afraid of me. And now it's time to run, because their whole team's missing metal, they're probably ganking top. They could also be going bottom, but since we don't have wards, you know, better safe than sorry. I'm going to back up here. I'm actually going to... No? Okay, you want to heal me? No. He does not want to heal me.
I'm not ready.
So I have a TP. I'm going to heal up and then head straight bottom. You can probably get a bunch of kills.
Oh, yes. Forward. Not yet. I'm not ready.
I guess we're not ganking bottom.
Quickly now.
I'm going to head this way, though.
Middle tower has fallen.
As they did have a couple of people in our jungle. This guy should really not be sending the courier there. We just saw an enemy hero.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, how did we not get Roshan sooner? We have freaking Ursa and like it's pretty bad by our team, but
Swiftly.
you know, hey, we got it now. I'm totally zoning out. No, we still haven't
The
gotten it.
pain
I thought
train.
we just got it, but that was actually tower mid. These golems are magic immune, so they're like the bane of Queen of Pain's existence. Heh, that rhymed. Because your spells won't hurt them, and she doesn't really do much right click damage. So normally stacking creeps is awesome for her. You get a ton of gold that way. But this game, not so much.
Suffer.
I'm gonna port in top, as this Pudge is definitely not alone, and we might be able to make something happen here.
A path. I'm under attack. Queen. Didn't like the sound of that?
I think he's dead?
Yes.
Yeah, he's dead. Uh-oh, I might be dead too. It's gonna be very close. Just able to get away. Alright, so at this point you can get the Vitality Booster, but if you feel like you can get away with it, I prefer to go for the Perseverance. The reason is, normally when you get the Vitality Booster, that's when you make your Soul Booster, you disassemble the Arcane Boots, and then it combines with your other items. But Soul Booster doesn't give you as much as Perseverance in terms of regen, so...
Yes.
If you feel like you're pretty healthy in terms of your HP pool, and they actually have a Zeus, so I probably should not be doing this. If I die to his ultimate, then this will make for some pretty good comedy.
Oh, yes.
But hopefully I won't die to that. I'm actually going to TP back to base now. Oh, he actually did drop in the last fight. Yeah, so this is one of the things that happens, at least for me, when I'm doing like a first-person commentary while I'm playing, is you'll see me saying dumb things like, I think we haven't gotten a Rosh, and then like I don't actually know because I'm kind of distracted talking. This Pudge is making some people unhappy this game. I think we're in a really good shape actually, because Lycan has, I mean, not good items, but they're okay. Ursa's farm is pretty abysmal. Oh shit. Oh, that's an illusion. That's an illusion, but he needs to be careful anyway.
Swiftly. You were weak.
I guess we're gonna tower trade. This is the nice thing about Lycan, is even if you can't take a straight fight, you can almost always get a tower trade going. And even if they defend it, then they normally can't get the push. I actually was not checking the runes. I should have been prepared to check top rune. I think I can get it. I hope they don't have a sentry ward right here.
Battle Royale.
Whenever you're getting a rune, even if it's something like Invis and you think you're going to be safe, like if you have an idea they might have a sentry there, then you want to be careful. But in this case, they do not. And the reason they would have a sentry there is normally just for counter warding. So I'm actually very close to my Bloodstone. 20-minute Bloodstone is really, really fast, especially for the suicide lane. And we're going to kill this guy. We're going to kill this guy too.
I'm over here.
No! Oh, I got hexed and headshotted.
Invisibility.
That sniper! Oh man, that was a close fight. Dazzle definitely... Like, so when Dazzle Shallow Graves you, unless they have an axe who's... is, I think, the only hero that can kill you while you're Shallow Grave, then you can be really aggressive. So I now have Bloodstone at this point. You can go for Boots of Travel. Probably Power Treads are going to be your choice normally, just to get a little more DPS. Queen of Pain is good agility gain, so she actually right-clicks pretty hard. I still have my ult, so I think we can go on mid right now.
Quickly now.
Maybe not that far back. Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, yes. I'm not ready.
Oh, I missed! That was really bad.
I'm not ready.
But, you know, this is Queen of Pain, so you can get away with stuff like that, as long as they don't have a silence. This rune is bottom.
Forward.
No, team got the rune. Oh, here it is. I should have Shadow Striked him and then ulted, but I was feeling like it was a horrible dive. The one good thing is I did force a bunch of their team to come there, so it kind of worked out.
Quickly now.
Again, I also want to make these games somewhat interesting for you guys, so living dangerously is one day to do that. Or one day. It's one way to do that.
Dire's structures are fortified.
This is one issue with me doing these, is I tend to say things that make absolutely no sense. You can see Brown running bottom, probably means I'm getting ganked. I think I am going to go for Boots of Travel. And my thinking here is we have a Lycan and he pushes really fucking hard. So if I'm also able to push hard, which you can in general with Queen of Pain, but especially when you Boots of Travel, it'll just make things even more obnoxious for them. We'll see how it works out, but I think it'll be a good choice. Whenever your ult's down in Queen of Pain, generally you want to be farming. Now, like, she's still effective, especially if she has runes. But she's normally you're normally gonna want the ult to get kills, and also to contribute more in a team fight. You can just tank the creeps and auto tank them. I'm just being lazy and trying not to take too much damage. So I'm gonna head back to bottom. I can see there's a big engagement going on. Not an engagement, but people dancing around. I think someone just got hooked. No, actually the other way around. Storm jumped someone. So that works out well for us. And now it's time for me to start running over there because it's an actual big fight right now. I think my team's just going to absolutely destroy them, but...
As I will. Illusion.
So, I'm going to hang on to the illusions, use them just to push this tower. This guy and his friggin' assassinates, man.
So grateful. I'm under attack.
Once sniper hits level 16, I think his ult has like a 10-second cooldown. It's really low. So at that point, you gotta be very careful.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
You can see we're dominating really hard, even though the kill score is pretty even. We have a huge tower advantage. All the lanes are pushed. This is normally a sign of a team that's really winning the game pretty hard.
Forward.
And I'm about to get Boots of Travel.
Invisibility.
Now with all their Valor towers down, like I can farm pretty much at their base, and they can't really do anything about it. Except if that happens. That was kind of close.
Not yet.
So I'm gonna go back to base. Storm being super ballsy. That was a little too ballsy for my tastes. Apparently it was for theirs as well, and they are gonna punish him.
Your queen moves.
Yeah, I do that too. Oh, I didn't want to go, but then you go anyway. And say you didn't want to.
Here.
It's funny.
A royal path.
Kind of stealing farm from Storm. I should probably let him have some.
Yes.
We're gonna. At this point, we're both pretty beastly, so I'm just gonna sort of follow him around. If he jumps on anyone, we're gonna kill them. I'm literally just gonna follow him. This might be a bad fight. We should probably back up. So anyone who doesn't know, these give flying vision, so it's good for scouting. You can drop one, like right here, and see him to rush in. They're pretty much doing a 4 protect 1, meaning everyone just to run around and protect the sniper. I feel like we could kill them here, but they also have a lot of disables, so. Remember? Oh man.
Forward.
That was kind of a battle. Oh well.
A path to pain. Battle Royale.
If my ult was level 3, that would have been a good ult, but it's only level 2, so. That's just me not really doing math in my head. As we see a lot of shit talk breaking out in this game. You know, it wouldn't be a Dota pub without a bunch of people
Pain builds
shit talking each other.
Dark light.
I love you too, Dazzle. Thanks for the heals.
A royal path.
Considering how many towers we've gotten, Dazzle's not had a very fun game. Still working on it. I mean, he's done his job, but I would not enjoy playing that role in general. And I'm also really bad at playing support. So.
Ooh, I felt that.
Probably gonna go for Aghanims now. You can go for Hex or Lincolns. I might go for Lincolns actually, just because It'll block Zeus ultimate, it'll block Pudge ultimate. It blocks a lot of annoying ultimates that they have.
Forward.
Sniper working on his Lothars. This should be a dead sniper. He's way out of position.
Double damage.
And that's a dead sniper. Yeah, you can't be that far out by yourself. This is one of the issues with Sniper and pubs, is normally he ends up... If he dies at all early, or if his team's losing towers, then it becomes really dangerous for him to farm. He's trying to get a Lothars, which is a nice idea, but... I mean, Lothars is not going to do much for his overall damage, so... I'm sorry to hear that, sir. I have a very nice team. This is actually unusual for me. I don't normally have these. My teammates are normally not very good, I should say.
Oh, yes.
And I'm also not very good, so... Oh. One thing you should do, which I did not do this game, is write down when Roshan dies.
Into the bottle.
You can either type it in team chat or just, like, you know, write it in Notepad. However you want to store it is fine. It's very good information to have, but I chose not to, because I'm a big noob.
Your queen.
That way, if the enemy team's going to Roshan early, like, you don't waste your time going to check it. Of course, you don't let them get away with a Roshan attempt either.
Forward. Oh, yes.
Holy crap, guys.
A
I may have
royal
raged
path.
here and there, but I don't really get the whole raging in all chat thing. Just,
Here, here.
it's like your opponents are normally not going to sympathize with you, especially if you're bitching.
A path to pain. Oh, yes.
Also, something else you want to be doing, which I don't do as much as I should, is checking the enemy items. You always, like, whenever you see an enemy on the minimap, unless you're, like, really focused on last hitting, getting a rune, getting a kill, click on the, click where they are and check their items, as we are going to see a big gank top. That's a dead Storm, maybe too busy typing to actually fight. This is also a tactic to come back in the game, is to try to distract your opponents by playing in all chat. So maybe that was what they had in mind from the get-go.
Quickly now.
What? I have no idea what this guy's talking about.
Oh, yes.
So I have decent mana regen, but it's not too amazing. He's trying to get a hook on me. That's a scary Ursa. That's a little too cocky of an Ursa. That was an awful ultimate. See, I started to cast mine there and I canceled it. You can press S to cancel most spells in this game. Some of them are too fast for the cancel reliably. Queen of Pain ultimate is a big windup, so really important not to waste. Another good example would be Shadow Fiend ultimate. It's 2 seconds of channeling, I believe, or maybe a little bit less. But during that time, you can cancel at any time without losing the cooldown. Sand King ultimate, not the same though. So you got to know which ultimate. The question is, I just blocked that camp. You got to be careful about it because you don't want to waste all. Like, oh, it's animation canceled epicenter, and then you don't have an epicenter. But we're gonna get this last outer tower. I feel like I actually played reasonably well this game. I mean, they weren't the best. They were not the best players by any means, but it wasn't the easiest lane either.
Oh,
you know, got a couple kills in Sniper, so I'm fairly pleased so far. Of course, I could have been more active on the map. That's probably the main thing I didn't do, was helping my team out a little more early on, but the nice benefit to not doing that is now I have items.
I'm not ready. Does this hurt?
Lothars is complete on the Sniper. I don't think we have any detection. Oh, we actually do.
A love fight.
Lycan has a Necro Book. Yeah, it's a good choice. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing like an Assault Cuirass either, but Necro is nice because it helps you push a lot, which it's hard to go high ground against heroes like theirs. Like, wards are good defensively. From Shadow Shaman, Zeus hits pretty hard, and if you don't have vision, can be a little bit of a pain to catch.
Your queen.
Of course, Sniper, one of the best turtling heroes.
Oh, yes.
So, Queen of Pain Aghanims, if you're not familiar with it, one of the best Aghanims upgrades in the game, in my opinion anyway. And the reason for that is that it lowers the cooldown of her ultimate to 40 seconds. So it cuts it over... Cuts it by like over 67%? I think it's like 70% reduction. Which is insane. It means that you can pretty much use it twice in a long team fight. You can use it to clear creep waves. And at this point I have tons of mana regen, tons of mana. And I should pretty much just be going for like survivability items and utility items at this point. Defensive wards getting dropped. Oh, that Hex! Damn, I was Hexed forever. Holy shit. They wouldn't be found diving them. Like it? Whoops. So we're all not wanting to tank the tower right now, so we're just sitting here. It's kind of fun.
Here, here. Agony awaits. The pain train.
Yeah, if you get behind to a Storm and a Queen of Pain, it's just so difficult because the initiation is ridiculous. Especially Storm, but both heroes very good. They're very good at diving because of their mobility. And they do a ton of burst damage, so it's a nice combo. I didn't really do that much in that fight, but that was because I got hexed, so. Hey, if they want to hex me, that just frees up Storm, Lycan, and Ursa to run rampant.
To pain.
Not sure this guy should be talking.
A royal path.
It's pretty rude.
The enemy's middle tower.
Well guys, I mean, as this game winds down, I would like to say that I'm curious to get some feedback if you guys thought this was a useful format. If you found it helpful, if you would like to see more of these in the future. They are a lot easier for me to make than the Get 'em at Ass Areas because I'm not really preparing as much. I'm sort of just going off the cut, so I could do a lot more of them. But of course the downside is the quality and it's not going to be as well researched or as efficient necessarily. But if you enjoy watching me play, it's certainly something I can do more of in the future. As long as I'm winning, I enjoyed it. I don't mind putting up games where I lose as long as they teach you something. So I think this guy's dead.
I'm not ready. Your queen moves.
Yeah, I guess you see my ultimate's gonna be up in 20 seconds, just in time for the next round of fountain camping.
Here, here.
Kind of a horrible Zeus ultimate there.
Oh,
but
yes.
it doesn't really matter at this point.
It's not time. Submit.
And I think that's time for me to beat a hasty retreat to the fountain. So Courier died. So late game Queen of Pain, I didn't really talk about this. You're pretty flexible on what you go for. You can go for more like survivability oriented items. You can actually go for a right click build and it can be pretty good. I think I'm going to go for a Maelstrom just for shits and giggles. See me selling my wand there. Probably should be selling the bottle just because the wand will definitely be useful. The bottle only if you get runes. But, not a big deal. Just going to head up with my team top and hopefully look to end the game. Whenever you're coming to join your team, if you're a hero with a bottle, or really any hero, you can check the rune as you go. If there's a good rune, it can turn the tides of the fight. Team is even smoked up. That is definitely trying too hard. I don't see why we're smoked.
Path to pain.
But hey, Zeus is going to pay for it with his life.
The pain train. A royal path. As the enemy's top tower has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. Forward.
Now, this is the point in the game where all true pros will get some good fountain camps in, but it is very dangerous to try and fountain camp a Pudge. Because that hook and dismember, not fun if they get. Hopefully my team will go in first, and I can just follow up.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Well, guys, that's pretty much going to do it. Like I said, I definitely could have played earlier, or better earlier in the game. But, you know, I don't think it was too bad. It was definitely not an easy lane. So this was just a, you know, this is me just sort of giving you some ideas on how to play Queen of Pain in the Suicide lane. If I was in the middle lane, I probably would have been more aggressive early on, as you normally will have a better time. More farm, easier levels. Very important to ward off the camp. Just try and get levels. Once you have some basic items, carry TPs whenever you can. Look to help your team. But don't go wasting your time. If you're not going to help your team, then sit around and farm. I went for Bloodstone. There are definitely a lot of items you can go for, but Bloodstone's nice if you get it. I'd say under 25 minutes, ideally under 20, and I got it around the 20-minute mark. So, all in all, that's pretty much it. I think this was if a little bit one-sided, a decently instructional video, but if you disagree, then let me know what I can do better in the future. For now, that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, please subscribe. LD signing out.